Good day, everybody, and what's up? Welcome to the podcast for Selfless Sex and She Comes First. I am Dr. Nick Meyer, sitting here on February the 28th, Monday. I typically do my recordings on Sunday, but something went down. I had to take care of some business, so I'm doing it today on Monday. It's all good, though. And thank you guys once again for all the support. I mean, you're helping my small podcast grow into a medium-sized podcast now. I can almost officially say that. So thank you all so much for that. And also, for those of you who are on iTunes and Spotify, you may have noticed there was a bonus quick podcast on Sunday. And it was an advertisement that I put together with a friend of mine. And I'm starting to advertise this podcast now, so you may hear different versions of that in and around on other podcasts that you listen to. So just to give you a heads up. So I'm excited about how it came out and where this podcast is going. And of course we recorded it here. And the person who was doing the recording was really nervous, but I made the mistake of saying, "Wow, you sound really nice. You have a golden throat." So then she made this face like, "Wait a minute. This sex doctor just told me I have a golden throat." So I'm sitting here like, shit, damn it, what did I say that for? That came out all kinds of wrong. But she laughed. So I'm like, okay, that was good. But anyhow, so yeah, she did a very good job. She said she used her lower sexy voice, which she really did, and it sounds excellent. So I really do thank her for that. And just to turn the page really quickly, last week the world changed over the whims of one man. And the stress level has gone up for everybody. The anxiety level has gone up for everybody. And the one thing that we really need to do is learn how to comfort each other. And of course, since this is a sexual health podcast, I'm going to talk about sex and using sex to ways to comfort each other immediately. So for today's podcast, I'm going to give you 10 things that you can do tonight to spice up your bedroom. So let's talk about that today. So one fun thing you can do is have sex in front of a mirror. And if you think back, for those of you who are old enough, you may remember a bed-sized mirror above your parents' bed. So they may have been onto something way back in the day, like back in the 70s and early 80s when that was kind of like an in thing. But still, you actually get to watch yourself and you can watch your partner and tell them how sexy they look. So then at the same time, if you want to do doggy style, you can get your partner from the back and then also reach around under and stimulate her clitoris. So then she can actually really watch yourself, and then you can really watch her facial expressions. You can watch her body change, just have a good time. So think about using a mirror. Number 2, talking dirty. And yes, there is somewhat of an art form to talking dirty, but it's not that serious. There are plenty of websites out there on the internet which will tell you what to say and what not to say. And then at the same time, I really don't want to give you some concrete examples, but you can generally talk about the sensations that you're feeling. You can give quote unquote encouraging directions, and you can tell them what you want them to do. And then at the same time, just to spice it up even more, especially while you're out in a public setting, like at dinner, you can whisper something into the ear of your partner, letting them know what you want them to do to you later on. So when you get back to the car, for example, in the parking lot, or when you get back home to the bedroom, you can go ahead and do your thing. But yes, back in the day when Poison sang that song, Talk Dirty to Me, they were definitely on to something too. Number 3, sending your partner a spicy text message, or sexting for short. And this is one situation where you can be as sexy or as brave as you really want to be. It's all up to you. So you can send something as nice and simple as, "I cannot wait to see you later tonight," or you can be brave and give a step-by-step instructional guide on what you want them to do to you, or what you are going to do to them as soon as you hit the front door. or as soon as you get them in the car or whatever. But this is completely up to you. So sending racy texts are always an easy, fun idea. Number 4, you can tie up your partner. And here we're kind of getting into a little bit of the light BDSM. And I'm not saying that you have to run out and buy handcuffs or anything like that. You can use a tie or a scarf. You can tie someone's hands to the headboard or tie their ankles to the footboard or whatever. Just have a good time. Because also, I actually prefer to use a tie because it really doesn't leave any evidence on my partner's wrist the following day for anyone to ask questions about. And that's a big hint right there. Just make sure everything is consensual. You don't want anything to go sideways at a really bad time. And also, if your partner is into being in that submissive role, that's even better for you. So then you can sit there and just pleasure them or do whatever you guys agreed to do. Number 5, blindfold your partner. And what typically happens is when you block off one of your senses, all of the other senses are heightened. So for example, if your partner is blindfolded and you are feeding them chocolate-covered strawberries, I guarantee you that will be the sweetest strawberry they ever had in their life because their taste is just that much more heightened. And also, if you're giving your partner a full body massage, your fingers will feel like they have like little static electricity thingies going on because your partner is just that much more sensitive to touch at the moment. And also, please keep in mind, just make sure everything is consensual and you'll be good to go. Number 6, naked massage. That's always a fun one. So please keep in mind, during stressful times, just that little bit of extra touch, that little bit of extra care can go a long way. So when you're doing it naked, it's even just that much more fun. And to go back to something I said a second ago, try blindfolding your partner and give them a naked massage. So make sure that you have a high quality lotion next to your bed. The worst thing you can do is give a massage with dry ass hands. And that's the truth. So get some high quality lotion and have a good time. Number 7 is dress up or playing dress up. So for some people, that means putting on some sort of outfit or uniform and having a good time. So it's my understanding that women seem to like a man in uniform, and for the ladies, they can put on some sort of French maid outfit, and fellas seem to like that too. And then on the flip side, there is dressing up. And what I mean by dressing up, you can dress up and go out to dinner and go dancing, look sharp and have a good time. And fellas, you may want to listen to this one because many ladies who I know, they really like it when their man lays out their clothes for them. And it's my understanding that many women have that little black dress that they keep in the back of the closet for special occasions. And then some ladies actually have a nice pair of stiletto heels that they only wear for special occasions, like some Christian's Louboutin or those red bottoms, you know what I'm trying to say. And then take her out, because fellas, you know what I'm saying, you like to show off your lady. So this is one chance where you get to pick out her clothes, pick out her undergarments, pick out her shoes, and say, listen, have this on. By the time I get home, we're going here, then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this. And many ladies really like that. So yes, feel free to dress up and have a good time. Number 8, getting loud. And what I mean by this is, let's say, for example, you and your partner are down into it. You guys are doing your thing. Y'all laying there sex funky, sweaty, and y'all still going at it. Don't be afraid to express yourself. When you try to hold it in, you're actually holding it in. Let it out. Don't be afraid to tell your partner what they want and how good a job that they are doing at it. And you know who will like that? Your partner. And also, don't forget, it's a good way to introduce your partner to your neighbors, and no one really gives a damn. Number 9, leave the windows open. And this one can be related directly back to number 8, which is being loud. Because for some people, being heard by others having sex can be a real turn on. And as I said a second ago, it's a good way to introduce yourself to your neighbors, and it actually may make them a little bit jealous. And then if you want to go a step further, you could have sex in front of the windows and open the curtains. So there's a chance that someone may see you, and there's that element of being an exhibitionist. Now, during one of the interviews I did a few months ago, they said that they had sex in front of one of their big open windows, and there's a chance that if you just happened to be walking down the street and looked in their window, you would have saw them fucking. Both of them agreed that when the window was open, that was some really hot sex, and they both had a lot of orgasms, and it was great. So yes, you may want to think about leaving the windows open. And finally, number 10, playing with sex toys. And as you know, I am a big advocate of incorporating sex toys into your sex play. They're a lot of fun. And at the same time, there's nothing more fun than going sex toy shopping with your partner. And nowadays, there are enough sex toys for you, for him, and from her. So everyone should have a good time, and everyone should walk out of the store with something. And also, if you feel embarrassed about walking into a store, there are plenty of online stores now where you can shop from home and have a good time. And just to keep it real here, if you happen to order your sex toys through Amazon and you have Prime, they will still get delivered within 2 days. And if you're really in a hurry, they have express delivery. So in closing, I just want to say that we all need some sort of TLC in our life right now. The world is changing. I turned on the news this morning and things had not gotten any better, and there's still a lot of fighting going on, and it's just like, man, this is just nuts. So we have to be there for each other. And because of my background, I think of sexual pleasure, and I have this medium and the ability to get that message out. And these are things that you can do tonight with your partner. Have a good time, just cuddle up, and just maybe even just hold each other. And sometimes that will help out a lot. Real talk. So on that note, I'm out. You guys have a great day. Stay strong. Be safe out there, and I'll talk to you soon.